Can I officially call this the first John Deere subcompact in FS25? Hello and welcome to the Stover Farm channel. I'm so glad to have you here with me, and let's just get right to the point. This is my first real mod, a tractor, a compact tractor. And I'll be candid, in FS19 and FS22, I got really annoyed that we didn't have any compact or subcompact John Deeres. There were some floating around. There was a lot of controversy around them. I made one. I figured if I'm going to learn modding, and I'm not a modder, I will be very, very clear about this. The example that is up on my itch.io page, I'll link it down in the description. It's what I would call a 90% beta, where, I mean, the tractor runs really well, most things work on it, but it's got problems. And I felt like it was going to take me much longer to sort out the extra 10% of problems, and then this poor tractor would just never get used. And I'd rather put it out, release it to folks. If you want to download it, give it a try. By all means, please use it, enjoy it. You might hate it. It might be terrible. It might suck. It might just have too many errors for you, and I completely understand that. But there's only one way to learn for me, and that's watching tutorials from modders, reading from the community, looking at mods that come out, and starting somewhere. And I think for a starting project, my engines were pretty simple. They're just kind of static pieces. The original International was just kind of a wheel swap and a couple of fenders. This was pretty much a Frankenstein project of many, many tractors. And I have to thank a couple people. So originally, this tractor started life in FS19, I believe. I found it in FS22 as a case. It was called the Case IH235 by Smokey Bear Modding. I've actually got a mod review out on it. I liked it so much. It was a very, very cool tractor, and it's still available. Still runs great in FS22. I took that, I started learning some of the XML code, some of the i3Ds, and I ended up basically Frankensteining the entire thing. So the only thing that's really left on this that was from the original 235 is the back end unit and the wheels. And, well, I guess the steering wheel. And you know what? I just noticed there's a layer right there, that steering column right there. I didn't get that. I missed it. You can see the conversion error on the on the graphics. I'll fix it. But yeah, basically just the tires. Everything else is new. The other person I want to thank is Slujits Modding, SM, and I always get that name wrong. Slujits is a fantastic modder. Has a number of mods out on the in-game mod hub. Specifically, some really cool John Deere equipment. Some subcompacts, like the 445, that was his. The John Deere Zero Turn, that was his. The 332, I think, was his as well. The John Deere 5403, that was his. And you're going to find some interesting things on this. First, he just released a new John Deere 110, and the deck for it, well, it's right here. It's just kind of blown up like a balloon a little bit. The one he released was for a very small garden tractor or lawn tractor. This subcompact needed something a little bigger, so it's just scaled, and I think it turned out pretty good. It retains all the functionality of his deck, and I did ask for permission, and I really, really appreciate it. It sounds fantastic. We'll show you in just a second. The animations are great. I had to pull some things off of it because, again, I couldn't get it to work. I'm learning, like, there's no wheels on it. I get it. I know. It's stupid, right? But it works. It still works. This deck will cut. It will mulch. And it will side discharge and center discharge at the push of a button. It's really, really, really cool. This bucket, it's an in-game mod hub bucket out of FS25 that I just shrunk down. It works fine. This C300 CX. You can see some of my collisions that I'm still working on. It works. Like, you can pick it up. It's just I've got a collision problem right there. You know, I'll fix it. I'm learning. But the 300 CX loader, this was originally part of the original case. Converted it over, and it's working just fine. And then this. So, like I said, really just the wheels and chassis. The hood is off Slugit's 5403. It's shrunk down. Then I ripped the engine out of that, and I built my own frame out of just cubes and planes inside of i3D. And then I stole a Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel out of an in-game... I don't even know if it's a Yanmar. It's turbocharged, so it's probably not. Yanmar, like, of this era would not have been turbocharged. It would have been, like, 3 cylinders and 1 liter, maybe. But we're calling it a Yanmar. I've even got Yanmar stickers on it. Pulled that out of one of the base game tractors and stuck it in there. It works great. It's no longer a collar shift. It's hydrostatic 4x4 diesel 220 2210. And this tractor, so the 2210 does exist. Was a, circa 2003 to 2006 build. But in reality, this is kind of just a combo of a lot of things. Like, it could be a 655, 755, 855. It also could be like a 4100 series. John Deere had a ton of, you can see one of my issues right there that I've got to show you in a moment. Again, my collisions. The loader, for whatever reason, when the loader is on, to get the deck on, you've got to back over it. When the loader's off, no problem. The loader goes right on, and I flipped my deck over. Hold on. Let's get out and fix this. There we go. Got a little arrow on the front to, let you know which way you're supposed to go. Let's try this again. It does work. So we'll back up. We've got to back over the deck, though. There we go. Loads just like normal. You can see all of SM's. I've got his logo on there. Calling it the Mulcher Compatible 72 by John Deere and SM Modding. It functions really well. You can come, and now we can connect to the bucket. There we go. And it is a functioning subcompact tractor, and the mower works. So we can come over here. Now, you've got 3 options on mowing with this thing. So first off, V key raises and lowers the deck just like normal. That's on all of the mowers in the game. You can set up your key bindings for. You can see my collisions they're moving the grass right there. I am not doing well with collisions. They're very confusing for me. That and lights, and also I don't have like the full water and dirt effects on here yet. Like, I think if I come in here and I go, you can see the errors. Look at the errors. There's 3 big errors about the wave file. And then, I mean, they're not terrible, I guess. They're mainly like the pictures in the store, which I think I know how to fix that. And then a wave file for something. Again, I'm learning. Let's see here. Let's vehicle add dirt. Let's just put a bunch of dirt on it. So you can see there we added dirt. I can turn it off because it might be annoying you. The sounds come from the in-game Fendt Vario 200. But you can see we've got dirt on the tires, and we've got dirt on the engine. We've got dirt on the back unit, the PTO. But there's no dirt on the loader. There's dirt there, because, again, that's in-game. So, yeah, things I got to do. All right, let's talk about mowing. So I love to be able to mow. I like to have a tractor like this to mow. Turn it on. Listen to these sounds. Very, very nice. And then we can choose. So up here, we're going to choose our... I think I've got to turn off the mower to choose that. Let's see here. Why? Oh, do I have to lift the mower? Yeah, we lift the mower. Lower the mower. There, I didn't have the mower lowered. So toggle work mode, control Y. You can collect the grass, you can chop the grass, you can cut the grass. So we're going to chop the grass. So this will be mulching, not leaving anything. We'll turn it on, and here we go. And I've got the speed setting on it so that it will run 10 miles per hour mowing. It tends to bog down a little bit after that. Originally, the way the engine on this was set, it would only run like 4 miles an hour. That was extremely annoying. But you can see it mows very, very nicely. It will chop down stuff, and those collisions seem to be working. You can then switch, so let's turn it off, and we'll go Control Y, and that's going to cut the grass. Turn it back on. Now this is going to throw out grass, and you can see it's now throwing out the grass for us. And what I found really interesting, then, there's this other mode, because I'm assuming maybe there was a bagging. I don't know. Maybe you pull behind some type of a trailer, but you can change it. Can you change this on the fly? I guess you can. Collect the grass. So collect the grass changes the swath drop to the center, which I really, really appreciated that. It was quite nice. But then this is the cool thing. You change back over to chop the grass. So this is the mulching mode. And those swath paths that are there, it gets rid of them for you. Like, I thought that was beautiful. In 22, that never worked that way. It takes a lot more power, it seems, to, like, go through that. But in 22, if you had like a swath down on the ground and then you drove your mower back over it, it just went over the grass and it left everything on the ground. This is chopping it up and getting rid of it. So I thought that was really, really cool. And you can also see my wheels, like there's a V-mask or something weird on those tires. You can see how the dirt is... See how as I turn, like it's not... The sunlight, I have no clue. I've tried a lot of things. If you read all the details on my itch.io page, you'll see that I got a lot of work to do. But again, I want to take the time on it. And figured it was worth releasing out because it is in a pretty decent state right now. I can't guarantee it won't have some major mod conflict with something you've got on your system. It runs really fairly well on mine. But enjoy it, have fun with it, or hate it and get rid of it and, you know, never use it. That's totally fine too. Just gives me some time to continue watching some of the really spectacular modders out there that are doing YouTube tutorials. Really thankful for those. Been watching a lot of the Lambo mods. Lambo, you're doing a really great job on just very easily describing, walking people through modding. I think modding gets a it can be scary. People look at it as this terribly difficult thing to do, and it's tough. It's very tough. But I think it'd be good if we could embrace maybe some modders that are starting out, giving it a shot. I think that's what this game should be about. You're going to have those really, really high-end mods. Those get released to the in-game mod hub. They go through testing. Those are going to be your professional modders. Really, really great work. And then you've got people like me who are just starting out. And, you know, it's not going to be perfect, but it can still make the game just a little bit better. So there it is. That's the new Subcompact John Deere 2210 by With the Stovers. That's me. Go ahead and check it out. It's in beta form on my itch.io page. I'd love for you just to enjoy it. And then give me some time to work on it, and hopefully I can make it better. And if anyone has suggestions, comments, feedbacks, anything, I'd appreciate your help on areas that I may have gone wrong. But until then, we'll see you next time, right here on the farm with the Stovers.